Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Hollis. I hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day. Welcome to my Periscope. I really appreciate it. To think at one time in my life that I was a broke auto mechanic. Not only was I a broke auto mechanic, a workman's comp that lost everything, but I was extremely judgmental. Extremely judgmental. Extremely unhappy. And so broke I couldn't pay attention. So if this video finds you in a place where, you know what, you don't think that you can go any further down, well, guess what? Could be true, couldn't be true, you know? As long as you're alive, you got reasons to be blessed, right? So anyway, one of the things with this title here is you can check out anything on lifemechanic.com, lifemechanic.com. That's where I post these posts and these periscopes, these recordings, I guess you would call them. And one of the things that I'm going to share with you today, again, is this whole concept about being judgmental. One of the things that a lot of you will not want to hear, you will not want to hear these things, is as you learn more and more about who you are and what you do every day and the things that you throw out, the things that you think of. Thoughts are things. I'm telling you, thoughts are things, words are things. And when we hear them, and I just grew up around a culture, according to Science and Getting Rich, which is an incredible book. If you don't have it, send me a link. I'll get it to you. Is one of the things is we grow up in a competitive nature, a very competitive nature. And one of the things that I see on TV every once in a while, even though I don't watch TV, is they got this whole thing about being bullies. You know what I mean? That it seems like people being bullied, not only in the media, but in school, virtually everywhere. And we grow up in this environment and culture where everything is so competitive. And so, you know, what you wear, the way you look, the way you sound, who you are, what kind of person you are, your religion. It's like the whole world through this competitive nature looks 1000% for being divisive. Wow, thank you. Decisive. Division, right? So we're always looking to say, you know, that person against this person and that person against this person, and they're not like us. And it's this constant thing. It's not just sexist and racist and all those words, but it's like the only way that people feel in this day and age that they're better than somebody else is by making fun of somebody else. You know, it's almost like it's a really good topic to walk around and say, God, look how stupid that person looks. Or look how ugly that person is. Take a look at that hairdo. Are you serious? I wouldn't touch that person with a 10-foot pole. Can you imagine people actually wear those kind of shoes? Look at the way that person's dressed. And there's so incredible amount of websites out there and videos out there where the number one key way it seems for a person to learn to be okay is by making everybody else look bad. And there's so shows about this. Do you guys realize that there's entire shows, you know, like the Jerry Springer shows and all of this where, you know, people really like watching train wrecks, you know what I mean? And it's like this culture that we're growing up in where, you know, it's like constantly, you know, we're thinking about in our minds how to judge other people, how to think and judging. I watch people that they'll watch TV and they're judging the people on the TV, the way that they're dressed, the way that they sound, the words that they use. You know, I was laughing with Scott Kloster and Flora, and there was a Vinny, and there was a bunch of people on that Ask Me Anything the other day, which was really amazing. And I actually was laughing that there's people out there that are the spelling police and the grammar police. And there's also the personal development police. You know, like you turn around and post a post And God forbid that you post a post and you might leave the person's name out, and it's like, hey, that was Jim Rowan. Hey, that was Les Brown. It's like these people come from such a nature, 100% nature of being critical, being cynical, being trolls. You know what I mean? Always going out there all the time to correct something. They can't wait to correct somebody. It was funny, just the other day I made a post, and there was a whole chat and thread underneath there because apparently the post that I used didn't use the two words together. You know what I mean? It was either choice or your choice or choose your or something. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious to me to see the amount of people that, well, it should be this way and it should be this way. And, you messed up that way and you messed up this way. And it's like, wow. So I want to share with you that really comes around a personality trait. Again, the key for me, let me tell you my personal story, is that, again, you become who you hang around. So I hung around a bunch of rednecks, and the definition for me of a redneck is not a person that's racist. A redneck doesn't like anybody. They don't like anybody. They're an equal opportunity hater. You know what I mean? And the reason why I did it, and I don't know why other people do it, is I just didn't like me. I didn't like anything about me. So when you don't like you don't like anything about you, you think that everyone sort of discarded you. So now what you do is you just come with this ugliness about you. You know what I mean? And so I can remember sitting around friends. These are supposed to be friends that you work with, that I used to, race with, that we worked on cars with. And it was such a cool thing to sit around and make fun of each other, to come up with the best zinger, the best one-liner, to knock people down. You know what I mean? And I hate to say this, but each and every one of you may know that I love working on me. So during the sad part of my life, the ugly part of my life, the broke part of my life, the unhappy part of my life, where everything was just, ick, is that I was good at being a bad person. I was really good at being sharp with, things that would cut you to the bone. And it was like, wow, I look back at myself, where, I go to my home city and there's actually people that say, hey, Robert, do you still, Bobby, yeah, it's a whole different person. Hey, Bobby, can you still smash beer cans on your head? And I was like, listen, man, I don't do that anymore. Come on. You know what I mean? And it's like I was always in trouble and I was always doing stuff that was wrong. And it's sad. Talk about sad. So, but that's not who I was. That's not what I wanted to be. It was like I was trying to fit in to be around people that were like me. You know what I mean? And so if they were making fun of people and they were making, ugly remarks about me and cutting me down, then I guess I need to learn how to do that to them. Thank God, and I mean this, that someone got a hold of me, and really, I say the universe got a hold of me. Is all of a sudden, it's like, man, I got humbled so bad that, I had my whole identity taken away from me. And when I had my identity taken away from me, I don't know, hey, what do you do for a living? I'm an auto mechanic. Well, now I got people telling me I can't be an auto mechanic anymore. And I'm telling you what, I got so humbled that when I got introduced to my mentor, he used to tell me stuff, and it was amazing. I'll give you a quick story about him saying, listen, why would you judge anybody? Because the whole concept really simple. If thoughts are things, and you're really good at judging people, and guess what? Here's something that you got to do. You got to ask people around you. You got to ask people around you if you're this kind of person, if you're a judgmental kind of person. Because here's what everybody does. Everyone's extremely good at lying to themselves. So now think about this. You're trying to be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur finds a need and fills it. They find a need and fill it. Then the goal is to go out and meet people that you don't know, and you want to get them to be loyal, satisfied customers. And some of them give you referrals. And out of the people that give you referrals and do this business, some of them turn into be business builders. And who can attract? Listen closely. How can you attract people if you're judgmental? How can you build a loyal, satisfied group of volunteers if you're the kind of person that's always critical? You're always correcting people. You just got this spirit about you that, you always got to beat people up. You always got to correct them. You always got to make them feel bad. Well, guess what? The world's the opposite. You got to be the opposite. Find out what everybody's doing and do the exact opposite. I want to be the kind of person now, and I work on it every day, that when I'm around people, they feel better being around me. They can't wait to hear from me. I want to be the kind of person that attracts people and make them feel better when I'm around them, via Periscope or a video or a phone call or an email. I want them to go, I can't wait to be around Robert Hollis. I can't wait to hear from him. I can't wait to be that way and around him. If you're like that, you'll attract people. If you're not like that, you'll repel them. And I know what some of you are saying. This is a really funny part, is you're going, well, I don't say anything to them. Guess what? Energy is energy. Vibration is vibration. Every one of you, I want to get an amen on this, or put yes. Have you ever been around a person that didn't say anything, but you knew they were judging you? You knew they were judging you. You didn't feel good there. You wanted to leave there. And so we get all these people that are out there, and you might be a judgmental person. I believe that every one of us, including me, can get gooder and gooder. See, someone right now wants to watch this video and go, what's wrong with this guy's vocabulary? Doesn't matter. I'm way more happier than you. I serve more people than you. Wait a minute. I don't know that. See? I don't know that. I'm going to consistently try to be as happy as I can, serve as many people as I can, and I don't have to be competitive. See, I don't have to be better than you. I don't have to be better than anybody. What would the world be like? What would your following be like? What if someone could look at your Facebook posts, and while they're looking at your Facebook posts, they don't see any division. They don't see any division. They see positive. Think about that. Because I can look at people's Facebook pages, and it's like we've talked about this before. It's like, wait a minute, do you like Fords? Do you like Chevys? What's wrong with you? Don't you like American cars? Are you Republican? Are you Democrat? It's like, wow, what a minute. North Dakota versus South Dakota? Are you kidding me? It's like, you sure don't want to be from Montana, do you? There's a big game happening, a football game, in Montana this weekend, probably today. And it's like the two rivalry teams. I mean, these two, and get this, I don't know what colleges, but I know it's the Bobcats and the Grizzlies. The Grizz. And I'm telling you, man, they are all over each other. Got bumper stickers, you know what I mean? Hey, what football team do you like? Well, I sort of like the Bobcats. Right away, I get to make a decision whether or not we can work together based on a football team that you like or dislike. Wow. This takes some incredible intelligence. This takes some really, really, high level of awareness. It's like, if you judge people, how can you love them? I'll say that again. If you judge people, how can you love them? See, there's this thing called unconditional love. And you really can't love someone until you learn to love yourself. So a lot of people, when they're out there judging people, what they're doing is they're just saying what their insecurities are. They're just talking about, their not liking of themselves, them not loving of themselves. So they're judgmental of themselves. They're so good at beating the crap out of themselves that, and they do this 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. I used to be one of the best at it. So if I'm really good at beating myself up and I don't love me and I don't like me and I don't like anything about me, I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way I sound, I don't like my laugh, I think my laugh, oh man, come on. So if I don't like me and I don't like anything about me, then I don't like people and I don't like anything about them. And I'm trying to be an entrepreneur that's attracting people when I've already judged them. These people are not smart enough, and these people didn't go to school, and these guys didn't do this, and these guys, these women didn't do this, and, come on. And it's like, I've said that everyone won't do this business. And I want you to ask people around you. I want you to challenge yourself, right? If you ask people, do you think I'm judgmental? They're like, man, I don't even want to say that. Why? Because you're going to go off on me. Wait a minute. I'm not that bad, am I? Yeah, you are. What are you talking about? Well, everyone that drives faster than you is crazy. They're insane. And everyone that drives slower than you is out of their mind. They don't deserve to be on the freeway. There's only one perfect driver in the world, and that's you. Come on. You know what I mean? So these people are this way. These people are this way. Watch what comes out of your mouth. If you're the kind of person that has a judgmental spirit, you better find a way to correct that. Is it really your job to be the judgmental police? Do you realize I get on, and if you don't think this has anything to do with your success, you are dead wrong. You are flat out dead wrong. I'm trying to help people. And some of the first words out of their mouth is, wow, Robert, how long have you been struggling with your weight? How long have you been overweight? And I'm like, wow. You know what I mean? I've had people that have left me messages. Get this. They've left me messages, and I got a lot of people following me. I'm very, very blessed. And I got people that are following me, and they'll leave me a message. And then all of a sudden, I won't get back to them fast enough for them, right? And I've had people send me messages asking me for help, and they say, wow, how disrespectful. You didn't return my message right away. And I mean, if you guys really look at people's Facebook walls, listen to their voicemails. What could you be just the opposite? What if you could be just the opposite of what everybody else is? Do you know that people call me? I got people that call me on my voicemail just to listen to my voicemail. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. There's people that send me messages just to see my response. There's people that actually go to my Facebook walls and can't wait to watch my videos just because. For just a little bit, they can go, wow, you know what? This guy's fun. This guy loves people. This guy treats people the way they're supposed to be treated. And guess what? I'm going to continue to get better and better, gooder and gooder. I'm going to get gooder and gooder. And so, guess what? This whole video, this whole Periscope is ask yourself, can you get better? Kaizen. Kaizen, the consistent effort of getting better and gooder every single day. Because I think that all of us have a little bit of competitiveness in us. We all have a thing of division, and division causes destruction, deception, destroys. You know what I mean? You got to find a way. You got to find a way to not judge people. You got to find a way to give them the benefit of the doubt. You got to find the opposite would be, is it possible for you to find something good about somebody? To actually seek out something good about them. Maybe what they're wearing. Could you go out of your way to give a sincere compliment to someone? Is it difficult to smile and tell people, hi, how you doing? I hope you have a blessed day. Yes, I've said that to people, and I've had them sort of, just throw them back. People say, how you doing? Man, I'm blessed and highly favored. They're like, what? It's like, wow, what, it's like I gave them some kryptonite or something, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's almost like they don't believe me. So ask yourself, if you're constantly being divisive, is that a word? Hey, if it's not, it is now. Be the kind of person that's not trying to look to separate people. And that person's like that, and that person's like that. And I don't want to be like those people. Wow, there's been so many people on this planet that have been, what would be the word? Treated badly. Because people did nothing but just judge them. Ugh. Wow, can you not be one of them? Can you get better at it? Because if you're on it, you're always positive, you're always talking about how to be better to other people, guess what? You're going to start attracting people. So as I continue to do these Periscopes, and I'll share one quick story with you, so each and every one of you can get the point, right? So I want you to imagine, I just want you to imagine that you're driving, all right? All you're doing is driving, you got your family in the vehicle. Let's say that you're going out to eat, right? And you're going to go out, have a nice meal. You've been planning for this for quite a while. And you're driving along and, you're just clipping along. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you catch out of your peripheral vision this vehicle coming. And it is coming fast. And you start to slow down, and then you realize if you don't lock up your brakes, you're going to get in an accident. And not only is it so scary that when you step on your brakes and the person just misses you, you hear screeching from cars behind you. So not only are you shocked that you almost got in a wreck and you slammed on your brakes, but you think you're about ready to get in another accident because you stopped so quick and people might have been following too close. And all of a sudden, everyone settles down, and then all of a sudden, no one got hurt. So now what you do is you start driving. This person, went across all these lanes and almost hurt you and your family. And you start getting upset. You're going like, wow, they didn't use their blinker. They wasn't paying attention. They about took out other people. They could have hurt me. They could have hurt the people in my family. And you start following them. Now, I want you to think when you pull up behind them, some of you want to pull up beside them, give them a piece of your mind, tell them they're number one, right? And then all of a sudden, as you're pulling up behind the vehicle, you can't even see if there's anyone in the vehicle. So whoever's driving this vehicle is so small that you can't even see him. You can't even see them. So you're mad. You're upset. The people in the car are upset. Your family is. And so all of a sudden you see them start going across the lanes again. And you're going, you know what? I'm going to use my phone and I'm going to turn this person in. I don't know if they're drunk. I don't know what's wrong with them, but they're driving recklessly and they're going to hurt somebody. And all of a sudden you want to get their license number and they get off the exit fast, and you notice so many people are scared behind you. You know what I mean? That there's an opening. So you follow them. You're going to follow them and you're on the phone. You're going to, some of you want to stop and give them a piece of your mind. You're a little more aggressive and you're a different personality. The other one of you are concerned about other people that this person can hurt. And you're following them. And as soon as you follow, you wasn't paying attention, but they not only go 2 blocks and then they pull in this driveway. And when they pull in the driveway, you realize, get this, you realize it's an entrance to a hospital. It's an emergency entrance for the emergency room. And people are coming out of the sliding doors and you see this little girl get out. And this little girl can't be like, maybe 14. And this little girl gets out and she's crying and she says, I don't know what's wrong with my mom. I don't know what's wrong with my mom. Please help me. And they open up the door and she's in the back seat and they're hauling her on a stretcher and they're bringing her in. Now, how do you feel? See, all of a sudden, you see this little girl being, walked in and she's crying. She doesn't know what's wrong with her mother. And it's like, this was the girl that you didn't know, that you were making all of this stuff about, that you were going to make sure that you were going to give her a piece of your mind. See, I was taught by my mentor that this is going on virtually in everyone's life. You have no idea what people are going through, the environment that they grew up in, the culture that they grew up in, the old DVD that they're struggling with. Can you do people a favor? Cut yourself some slack and cut some other people some slack. We were talking today with Flora Beard, and I was saying, I'm going to do a Periscope and another one in the near future. And I know whether you believe in religion or not, doesn't matter to me. But there's a song out there, and it's like, this little light of mine, I'm going to make it shine. I'm going to make it shine, make it shine, make it shine. So I want to be the light in people's lives. I don't need to be like the rest of the inconsiderate, self-absorbed, narcissistic, self-indulged. I don't want to be that kind of person because I used to be that kind of person. I am proof that if you hang around the right people and work on you harder than you work on anything else, here's the most important thing you want to be. You want to be the person that people are attracted to. You want to be the person that people want to be around. You want to be the kind of person that people want to refer people to. You want to be the kind of person that's available. You want to be the kind of person that can lead by example, proving to people that the terms, a leopard doesn't change his spots. That's BS. Well, I'm a concrete sequential thinker. So what? Change it. Well, I'm a Pisces. So what? Change it. Well, you don't know what happened to me when I was young. So what? I love the Eagles song. I like to find your inner child and kick its blanking butt. Like Oprah said today in her message that I seen, it's time to take personal responsibility. It's time to become the sponsor, the enroller, the entrepreneur that people want to seek out. Can you be that person? I know you can. So again, the assignment is ask people around you. I dare you. I dare you. I double dog dare you to ask people around you, you know what? Am I judgmental? Do I say stuff about other people without getting a chance to even know them? Because I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you got to fix that. And what I would like you to do is work on you. You got to work on you. If you fall in love with yourself and you're a loving individual, then guess what? You want to love up on everybody. You want to send everybody a dancing Snoopy, a Snoopy hugging a heart. You want to give me hearts. So go back and listen to this message listen to this often. Because I know if I can change, you can change. I know people that were the most horrible people ever, and they changed. You can change. To get people to like you, to get people to want to be around you, to get people that would like to do stuff for you more than they would like to do for other people. You got to be a person that has got those qualities. And I know that you can do it. But the first step is, guess what? You can't change what you don't acknowledge. Some of you will not ask other people if you're judgmental. You won't do it because you already know you are. So work on loving you. You should love you. You're awesome. You're one of a kind. You're a winner. And you got to fall back in love with yourself so you can share some of that love with other people. That's when the law of attraction really kicks in and people come out of everywhere. Because they can look at your post, they can hear it in your voice, they can feel it from your spirit and your heart, your energy, your vibration. What you're giving off attracts people to you. In closing, are you repelling people? Do you know people that repel people? You see them on your caller ID and you're like, no! They walk into the room and the room gets dimmer. You shake their hands and it like sucks all the energy out of you. It's like, come on, man. What if you don't know you're that kind of person? Robert, I post $1 million question all the time and nobody does anything for me. Yeah, right on. Every time you talk to me or talk to anybody else, you're always talking about why you're not getting results, why it's not working for you. Really? Fall in love with you so other people can fall in love with you. Fall in love with you so you can love other people. It's impossible to love somebody that you're judging. Take care. God bless. Have an awesome weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Check out lifemechanic.com. Check out the blogs. This is going on there. Share the. Hey, maybe you ought to share this message with people that you know that are judgmental. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But all things can change. Take care. God bless. Thank you so much for the hearts. Love you guys. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.